Hello cherry lovers, this is Joyce again. I'm back with another wonderful comfort food soup. And this is my first time trying this, but I love, as you know, trying new recipes. And it sounds like a really good one, so please stay tuned. Hello cherry lovers, I'm back and I have a wonderful recipe that I'm going to try. It's a new one. It's called broccoli cheddar chicken potato soup. Now I've had broccoli soup and I've posted a video with the broccoli soup recipe, but I've never had broccoli soup with potatoes and chicken. So when I saw this recipe online, I thought that looks really delicious and definitely a comfort food. So I'm going to share with you the ingredients and then we're going to get started. First of all, we have a pound of chicken breast. They're boneless and skinless. When you go to cut your chicken breast up, don't cut them too thin, because once you put them in the pot, after about 5 hours, you're going to remove the chicken and shred the chicken. So don't slice your chicken breast too thin. And the recipe consists of 5 cups of chicken broth. This is 4 cups, and then I've got an extra cup here. And then we have the peeled potatoes chopped to about 1/4 of an inch. Also the diced stalk of the broccoli, and then the broccoli florets, all chopped up together. And I also added 2 teaspoons of garlic here. It's all mixed up in this bowl, and of course I will add the recipe down below. And I want you to make sure that you put your salt and your pepper, add that to your vegetables and your potatoes, and also season your chicken breast to your taste. And also in the recipe we have in this bowl is 1 large onion chopped, and a cup of shredded cheddar cheese, plus a little more of the cheddar cheese to garnish your soup once it's done, and a 1/2 cup of parmesan cheese. And you're also going to be using, I'm using fat-free 1/2 and 1/2. It calls for the fat, full fat, but we're going to use the fat-free 1/2 and 1/2. And the first thing we're going to do here is take your chicken and add it to the crock pot. Yes, this is a crock pot broccoli soup recipe. Isn't that awesome? I love anything you can cook in the crock pot because it gives you more time while the food is cooking, so you can go around and do the things that you need to do. Again, remember that these vegetables, the garlic, the onions, the potatoes, all of that are all seasoned with the salt and pepper. And give that a little stir. Get it all nicely mixed. And try and keep your chicken under the vegetables, if at all possible. Give that a nice stir. Then you want to pour in your chicken broth. This container here holds 4 cups, and then I've got 1 added cup on the side. So we're going to put in the chicken broth. That's 4 cups. And then here's your 5th cup, because we're using 5 cups of chicken broth. And then give that another little stir. And if you need to add a little more seasoning, you can do it right here and right now. Now, the next thing you're going to do is the simplest part. Put the lid on it and let it cook for 5 hours on low. You let it cook for 5 hours on low. Now, as far as the parmesan, the 1/2 and 1/2, and the flour, I didn't even include that. There is also 1/4 cup of flour that we're using here that we're going to make a paste with, but we're going to use that later after the 5 hours. So let that cook for 5 hours and I'll be back. Hello cherry lovers, I'm back. Now the next part of this recipe calls for, as you can see, I took the chicken out. Just get you a scoop. I got my spoon, make sure that there was no liquid added in there, and scooped out the chicken. And what I did here was just shredded the chicken into pieces. And that's the chicken right there. And you may think, well, that doesn't look like a pound of chicken. Well, it's a little bit more than that because I love chicken, and so I got a lot more in there. But the next thing to do is right here, we've got our flour Ooh, I think I got that kind of full. And then we have the 1/4 cup of flour here along with the cup of cream. And what we're going to do here is just stir this up nicely. Let me move this over just a tad. Stir that up really good. Get that all mixed up. Also, I wanted to add in here to let you know that once you finish this and it's all done, if you taste it and it needs a little more seasoning, then add a little more salt and pepper to your taste, to whatever you like. Okay, we're gonna whisk. I should have had my whisk. I'm gonna reach over here and grab it. So hang on, that fork isn't working like I wanted it to. Let me grab my little whisk. Okay, this will work a lot better. Gonna whisk that up, that flour and that cream. Yeah, that's mixing up a lot better and a lot faster. Yep, just mix that up nicely. Get that all mixed up. Make sure it's nice and whisked together. Okay, the next thing we're gonna do is simply add your mixture into your pot with your vegetables, your potatoes, and give that a good stir. Mix that up nicely. Okay, and then we're going to take the chicken and put the chicken in there. Return the chicken back to the crock pot. Be careful not to get burned, don't splatter it. Mix that chicken up all in there. Okay, and then give that a stir. Mix that up. All right, next thing you're gonna do right here, you've got your Parmesan. Sprinkle that in there, stir it up. And the very next thing is a cup and a half. That's my half a cup. And that's my cup. And stir that up really good. Ooh, that looks delicious. And it smells really good. Ah. That stirred up really good. And the next thing you're gonna do after you get this all stirred up, all mixed in together, is turn your crock pot up to high. Yep, you wanna turn that crock pot up to high. And for the next 30 minutes, you're gonna let that cook. So we're going to wait for 30 minutes and I'll be right back to see how that turns out. Okay guys, we're back and it turned out really, really nice. This is the Crock-Pot broccoli cheddar chicken potato soup. It is really amazing. And Larry is, of course, our taste tester, and he's going to taste it for us.
And I'm gonna tell you what, I've been smelling it. Like she said, she had to put it on there for 5 hours. I've been smelling this all day long. And I'm not gonna lie, I've tasted a little bit of it here and there as we went along, as each stage went along, and it's good. So I'm gonna take a little taste of it, but I really, really know that I'm gonna love it. Wow. That stuff is the potatoes, the broccoli, the celery, and anything else that she put in there. You can taste all of the flavors, and that is delicious. So she's got a winner, babe. Love you. Bye.